and welcome to another episode of Wheelchair Wednesday starring Tiffany, me. Here is my outfit and my shoes of the week. I got on a little polka dot dress that I got at Forever 21 and pink bangles with pink earrings that go along with my pink shoes that I just got, which are absolutely adorable times 10. Now, this week my topic might be a little bit controversial, and I would like to have a disclaimer before I even begin. Alright, being in a wheelchair is not necessarily something that I chose. It's not necessarily something that I don't think very many people choose. It's rough. You know, I've been in a chair for over 10 years, and in this video I thought I would talk a little bit about the perks. Yes, there are perks of being in a wheelchair, and I thought that I would talk about some of them because I think it's important to focus on the positive things in life. I mean, sure, you're in a wheelchair, it's a rough adjustment. You know, life isn't easy for really anybody. However, I think with any bad comes along some good. So this week I thought I would talk a little bit about the perks of being in a wheelchair. Perk number one. I actually think I talked about this before. Perk number one is you get to cut lines at Disney World and at the airport. And I don't know about you, but I absolutely hate waiting in line. It's my least favorite thing to do. And when you're in a wheelchair, you get to cut all the lines at the airport and at Disney, which I don't know about you, but I love going on rides, so skipping the line is pretty awesome. Number two, and obviously this is something that many of us know, and some people that are able-bodied wish they had. Handicap parking. Ever have a really difficult time finding a parking space? Guess what? Normally, handicapped people don't have to deal with such issues because there's usually a handicapped parking space directly in front of whatever establishment you choose to be visiting. Number three, at concerts and in places that are kind of crowded where people are searching for seats, we already have seats. We never have to worry about getting a seat because we always have a seat. Okay, this is a positive. Something else that's really cool, I think, and I think that a lot of able-bodied people try to take advantage of this a little bit, but it is reserved for us only, is a very large handicap stall at the bathroom as well as fitting rooms. Now, the downside to that is that sometimes people like to go in there and they like to spend about 10 minutes in there, kind of just hanging around and doing their makeup or doing whatever it is that they do, which is kind of annoying. However, once we finally do get in there, there is plenty of room. And the same thing goes for fitting rooms, changing rooms at the store. And the last, final, but really important thing, I think, when it comes to dating, if you're in a wheelchair, I've noticed that you really get to weed out the jerks really, really quickly. Chances are, if a guy is not willing to look past the fact that you're in a wheelchair or is not interested in you because you're in a wheelchair, it kind of says a little bit about them. I think it might say things such as he might be ignorant. He might be one of those people that cares too much about, physicality. He might be just really into surface stuff. So I think that if you date a man who is cool with you being in a wheelchair, chances are your relationship probably will be based on something a little bit deeper than just the traditional, you're hot, I'm hot, let's hook up kind of thing. I hope this video isn't too controversial because I know there are a lot of people out there who are in wheelchairs who feel that it is absolutely horrible and life is more difficult. And yes, it is a lot more difficult because I've been in and out. However, I like to look at the bright side of things, and this is my list of the perks that you get when you are in a wheelchair. For my next video, I would like to do a question and answer video. So if there are any questions that anybody would like to ask or any tips I can give or any advice, I'm pretty good at advice. Feel free to comment below. Do not forget to subscribe. And of course, do not forget to share and like my video. And one more time, my shoes of the week. Oh, they're like retro Madonna / mesh heel things. I got them on shoedazzle.com. Anyway, guys, I will see you next week.